What is cracking? We are live. I know I was taking care of a couple things, but what is up, y'all? I'm here making a little map for a buddy I met online who was hoping to get a little map action going. So I'm using Inkarnate and I'm working on making this Viking town. I'm not sure how much I like what I've already started. I've worked on it for like just 2 minutes. He was saying he wanted like this to be farmland, but I don't like how big the farm looks. So I'm just gonna delete those. Go back in here. Let's just do some cabbages down in the corner here. Get a little farm action, but not as much as he was doing. And so the little village in the bottom left hand corner there, that village is what this is supposed to be kind of based on. That's why there's that farm there. He's got some roads coming out of it. Um, he mentioned a bunch of stuff when he was telling me about it, and I will do my best to do what I can to get it all worked out. But there's a lot to it. Um, he wants a pretty detailed map. Let's see what we can do. Let's find some stuff here. Some stuff in some things, right? So let's open the catalog. The castle stairs. So you can see like Incarnate is just super has a ton of different like assets to be used. Marble roofs. I haven't done this yet. I'm not sure if I've chosen the right like assets. There's hell, there's market, there's orc, there's pirate, there's prison, there's sewers, ship, steampunk, tavern, trains, wizard. Let's look at the world map here. See what that looks like. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe this is the way to go if I can get some decent human buildings. Yeah, that's pretty good. So can definitely do something with that. Oh man, I got music playing and everything, so I'm just chilling. You guys can't hear it though because I don't have the rights to it, but it's corn. Go. A little heavy metal never hurt nobody. Well, maybe that's true. Let's go ahead and start with. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a temple. Town, capital. It's not that. Let's see. Buildings looks good. Something's in boy. I was wondering when I'm looking. Start with this. Something's in boy. I'm quite the singer, as you can tell. Slightly struggling with what I'm gonna do. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I'm into that. Okay, so this is what the center looks like. Because he mentioned that the head dude has his own little castle here. Maybe I'll use that instead. Actually, yeah, I'll use the keep instead. That's better because it already has the wall built on it too. So I can put this here. That's fine. Maybe I could shrink it a little. Let's look. So don't forget if you subscribe on with your Prime account, you do get to avoid commercials. So if it's your first time popping in, or if you're thinking like, oh man, here comes a commercial because the one's starting in about 30 seconds, if you use your Prime subscription, you don't have to watch the commercials. Just hang out with me. So let's see there. I think that's good for the keep. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll leave it. Let's keep. There's gonna have to be some subtraction going on here. Let's look and see how he had it before. He's got the way he worked it is the water comes in up here. Why isn't it working? Subtract water. Why isn't it working? Hey, should be. What's this? What's that? He's got that. Do this. Do this. Mm, I don't like any of it. I like to keep. I think I need to do the water first, but it seems like I must have drawn over the base ground and it made it to where when I tried to do the water, it didn't like it. So let's do this. Let's just settle. I don't know what I just did, but let's just look at it. I think I just opened up a selection so I can like zoom in on it and get closer to get like a better battle map, which is cool that it does that. But I don't need that right now. I don't particularly need that right now, but oh yeah, that is exactly what it does. That's cool. Let's go here though. Let's return to my maps. Okay, create a new map. I think I won't. Let's try this water. Let's try this. This looks fun. We'll do. I'm just gonna do square again. So it starts off with water. Is that water? Okay, so add. All right, so this is fine. Let's get this ground down real quick. All right, so I got that, and then let's dumb it down. Got this that comes from up here. Look at it, it's pretty close. I got one that comes out to the east and one that leaves from the south. So just have this kind of this here, and then let's see if I like that. It's not too far. It's pretty close to what he was talking about. And he's got this city built around it. Let's go ahead and do some roads, though. This. Actually, open up my other monitor here so I can see more. It should be easier to do this if I can see it while I do it, instead of having to click back and forth. Yeah, make sure to let me know if you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see. Okay, that's good. And then path tools right here. Path, he had some weird paths coming on here too. Like one's gonna come out of the city here. So let's just do that. We have one that comes out below the stream and goes down to the right and then back southwest. So one that goes, let's call it down. Oop, oop, what is happening? Okay. One that comes down to the right like this and then loops back this way. Does that look right? Okay, and then there's one that shoots off from there, but does it go? It does go over there. So let's go. Oh, that's what's over. Oh, it's down to the farm, and then okay. This way down to the farm. Fine, and then we have it come up the other side of the farm and up the other side of the farm into the city, and then out of the city. Okay. So other side of the farm into the city, and then out of the city and up. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Uh, the city's going right on top of that water. Maybe. I need a bridge, so let's look for a bridge. Catalog. Bridge. Shrink it down. Turn it around. Shrinkage. Yeah, that's good, right? There's the one bridge to rule them all. I hit the wrong button and restarted the same thing. So let me turn it down. right, there it is. All done. Just kidding. Be right back. Gotta go and bother my kid so she gets up. Don't go anywhere. 2 seconds. All right, so we got the waterways in. Got their little roads on there. At least like it looks like they're pathways. I don't know if they're actually roads. There's probably a road thing I could use. I haven't used this in a while. And then as you know, if you ever do this, it's what's my boy's name? Chris. There you go. I'm just gonna save it so that if something happens, as it can easily do, be okay. I'm gonna turn the radio off here. Whew, it's a lot of noise. It's good, but happy to not have to worry about it. Okay, so there's the bridge. What else he's got on there? So he's got a walled town over it. Let's see what kind of wall options I have. Open catalog. Let's see what the wall says. Okay, perfect. So this wall. Just gonna go around the town here. I don't like that one bit. Let's try something else. Okay, so that's cool. Some interior stuff, but I don't need interior stuff. I know you do, honey, but you gotta get up or you don't go to sleep tonight. Okay. Let's do this one. There's that. He's got that going. Oh, I'm gonna move it up though. Maybe I'll have to leave it there because I'll move these. And there's supposed to be a farm down here. So I'm sure there's a farm. Farm stuff. Farm can't be bigger than the town. Have multiple farmhouses down here. And now, rainwater. But this one doesn't have farmland. Interesting. I would have thought there'd be some farmland for sure. Oh, hey. How you doing, Cosmic Purge? Thanks for stopping by and chatting. Just making a map today. Working on putting it together for a fellow that reached out to me to do it for him. I just was thinking there would be more options for farmland. And there just was not. Yeah. A little bit, yeah. Are you good back there? Cosmic Purge. Fancy saying, fancy spelling there. I like that. Let's see. What I'm looking for here. Let's see here. I saw it earlier. I had their farmstead. There we go. With some cabbages. Doesn't do it though. Do I have to bring it up? See how big it is though? It's giant. Fix the size. Let's see here. There's a big cabbage. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk style. Let's say 7. I'll do some cabbages. Oh, this just means like it doesn't change the size of the stew. I shrank them. Nice. This. And I can take this a little bit and make my cabbage patch. Cabbage patch. There. Not too bad. That's fine. Here. A little bit again. Okay. Little cabbage patch. Let's see if we got some more crops. Let's do some meat crops too down here. I think that's too big still. Cabbage patches there. Some wheat. What else can we get? Probably have something else. What's this? This is fresh crops land. dry crops land, carrot crop land, tilled, hay. Let's go for this. Some carrots. I know, dry crops it is. Pretty sure I need to size that down again too. Yep. A little too far over the road. No. Let's see how that looks. It's a step. You can see the one that I was on the stream. It's pretty different. Pretty different. It's a step though. So we've got like the castle there. He's got a wall around it. He's got some water coming out of it, and we're building up the rest of the town around it. I mean, the whole thing. So let's get some other houses. Open catalog. Come back to this. There were some farming houses. This would be a totally different perspective if I start doing that though. So I'm gonna have to go here and find some human buildings. These all seem to be like a little bit more internal. Battle maps themselves, not the fantasy worlds. Oh yeah, here we go. Some mountains, trees, and fortified city. There's a farm. Human buildings. Boom. Okay, I gotta make it a little bigger because they've got a here, there. Come on, man. Some placement like this. Placement like that. So the road gets in the way. Have to get rid of the roads and start them fresh. Houses in here. Behind here. So now that one, I have to click on it, and I have to go those, but oh, there. I mean, like, you, sir. And then, like, yeah, he was. There's like a wall around it. What are you saying? So, like, this thing. That's the way. I should be able to do like a pretty simple wall, just like around the town. Yeah, should drop it there. And just drop that one there too. Here, actually, spin that a little. We've got here, spin that a little. And that one actually needs to go up. And okay, so I guess let's look at it. It's starting to come together. Got a little wall building up around it. He just has it as like a circle wall on here. It's a wall, but he said that it was more open to the farmlands. There's some trees on the outside there. And I'll build those on. I'm hoping he pops on and takes a look at it, but I'll make it happen. I'm gonna do finish the walls. And then I'll. Oh, no, I can't. Can I finish the walls? No, I need to get some gates. Okay, gate. Yep, lost a letter. Fix this. Let's try test. I like the red. Hey, buddy, what's up, on, man? How are you? Building a map, no big deal. Trying to find a gate. Wow, these are weird looking gates, bro. Yeah, it's all right. I was just kind of getting ready. I had a guy request me to make him one, so that's what I'm doing. Figure out if I can get him taken care of. Chris's town, apparently, because I don't actually know what he's gonna call it. It's like a Viking town. So I'm looking for different assets that'll look good on it because it's a little bit all over the place right now. The other one that's showing up on my stream, that little town in the corner, that's like where the how the walkways are supposed to look and like the water is supposed to be and stuff. But he's like, yeah, so I'm just basically trying to figure that out. Not real. There we go. Why is that doing that? Let me fix my chat box. It's staying on too long. I don't. I mean, I don't need to name it, bro, because I'm not worried about it. Let's see. I mean, I totally would name it, but it's not. Hail. What is it? Hail you? Hail you? Hail you? I say. Should be good now. Halu. Halu. It's not Halu. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm down with that. Let me go back in here, though, because I don't like these gates. Find some different ones. Castles and bridges. Castles and bridges. This is all archer. Pow, 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 pow. It's not gonna look right. See, I mean, like, it's gonna look funny if I throw this here. It doesn't look right. Hmm. All together, run for cover. What's up with you, man? How's everything going? Work's good, kids good, family's good, everything's cool. Maybe I'll find a better one. And maybe this one's good. Put this like right here. Alright, bring it to there or something. I don't know because it looks like it's like a looks like the wall is 2D and the gate is totally different. Maybe the wall's too big too. Yeah, okay, that'll make a big difference. There we go. And let me move it up. There we go. Click on this thing. Command copy. Here. Spin it. It's a little better. What do you think, Jay? Does that look a little bit better? And then I can go this way. That's it. It doesn't really do what I want sometimes. Like it's supposed to just grab it like that, and a lot of times it messes up and does that. It's all good though. I just need to play with it a little. Here, I'm gonna add some more buildings into it, right? You know how it is, man. You can't just have like a one building, you know. All together, run for cover. Just a smidge. That's good. Place this one. Move it down. Just a smidge. Here. Shear and twist it up. That's right, those noises are much necessary, just in case you're curious. They are 100% part of the process. Go ahead and move that down there. And that one I want to move up there. Move it to put some more buildings in there. Build the gates around here. Not the gate, but the wall. This bad boy in there. Turn it. Turn it, not turn it. Back it up, back it up. Because when I hit this, it should there it grabbed it. That's sometimes. Still makes that little guy there happen sometimes, but whatever. I need to move this up. Move this down. Not much. Okay. Okay, well, I like it back here better. Just a little bit. Maybe like an open gate for that one. Open gate. They said. Cut it. But this will have to. Let's get this guy built, right? So I'm gonna put this here. Move it down a layer. That. Here. I think it looks starting to come together. There's a lot of work to be done. I don't really like the openness of this, but that's what he said he wanted. So let's that looks better. I can put some more farmland down there. So I need to add some more farmland to the bottom. Add some more farmland down here. Maybe a couple more houses in there. Gate there, and the rest of this stuff. Now put this one there. I know that there's other assets and other things I could probably use to build this wall better, faster, maybe, but I don't even know if I care. It's kind of specifically the wall I need. The way I need it, like it's not cut and dry. Bad boy. This one needs to come above. This one can go here. The other one. Looks pretty good. Now I need to go into these. How do I get up here? You know, it's time. I should probably say that. Say, there's supposed to be a blacksmith right here. I gotta put the blacksmith right there on the outer edge of town, way into town. Need this here, here, this here. Let's go down a level. Fix that one up. Alright, let's see if I can fix it. Up, I wonder if there's a better. I'll just go in the catalog and look. There might be a better way to make a road besides the path. Let's see if there's just roads. Should I do this? This, enter. Guess there aren't any roads, so that won't do. Put one of these boys right here, though. I need to come up a level anyway. Bye, honey. Have fun. Let me know what the plan is. Oh, okay. I'll see you in a little bit then. Okay. Yeah, just text me if anything comes up. Or maybe I put like a fountain in there for him. See that little spot right there. Let's do fountain. and then move to castles. Is still fine because the ground's gonna be. I don't like that. It's too big. Another Viking village. They might have sand. Let's see what that looks like. Again, it's just too big, so I need to go here. That's the brush size. I need to change the. Oh, there's sandstone now. I like the way these stones are looking. I like the cut of your jib. Oops. Let's take that away. I'm gonna change the size down a little bit to get these. Carrot. There. It looks pretty good. Obviously, it's just, me playing around. I'm by no means a super duper professional, but that's the town. That's what he really wanted, I think, was the town. He also kind of wanted the surrounding areas, so I'm wondering if this fucking thing is too big. Feels like I actually don't hate that. Paint this in here. Pretty sure he's not gonna love it. Hey, thank you for the follow so much. Really appreciate that. Not much, man. Just making this map for a buddy a guy I met online that was looking to get a map made, and I said I could do it. You have much experience with that? Not sure. Hear it. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for following. Prime subscriptions are free. If you got one to use, go ahead and throw it at me. If not, no big deal. Just happy to have you here with me, buddy. I've got a TikTok for you. It's DMDBI317. Check that out if you want to. Not a ton of content on there right now. The whole purpose point of that is I'm trying to get enough followers on TikTok to actually start running one-shot D&D games with just random people on TikTok. So that can be both fun or not. Let's get some vegetation around the edges here. Veggies. not super thick, but it's just a little extra. My TikTok is the same as this with a 317 after, so it's DMDBI317. I am a dungeon master. I actually run two live Dungeons and Dragons games a week right now. I have one Sunday 9 p.m. EST and Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. The Sunday game's usually about 2 hours, and the Wednesday game's usually about 3 hours. Two different sets of six players. But yeah, so this is a Dungeons and Dragons map. Essentially, that's going to be for another gentleman that is a DM that wanted a map made. So I'm just kind of trying to work out what that means. There's like the farm down there I started. There's the little town I started there. Just kind of working my way through it, one step at a time. Oh man, thanks so much, Ben. Actually, that helps a ton. You got to have 1,000 people to go live. And once I do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live, and then as soon as I have people start joining, I'm going to start in order, excuse me, offering them like a pre-generated group of characters. Yes, homebrew, 100% on my own world. Yep, everything is. I mean, it's based around fifth edition Dungeons and Dragons rules, so it's pretty straightforward. Like we don't deviate too far from the core rules or whatever. Sometimes there's some homebrew stuff I don't know if you played fifth edition much. Yeah, I mean there's a lot, and the thing too is that I don't go too deep into detail about my world often, just because it is they kind of learn as they go. The players do, so you kind of have to be there to see it. But ultimately, let me save this. I'll show you. Actually, I actually need to make a world map for my to make a better world map for the overall world of that I run in. But I'll show you since I'm in here and I've used this for stuff. Let's see what other maps I got. Let's turn to my maps. So this is where like here's just the different regions. So I have my friend calls it Xanados. This is like a crappy kind of layout of where all the different like continents or countries are, depending. And this is not precise by any means. This was just for our own view, but it's helpful to kind of get an idea of the layout, the general layout of things. He wrote Xanados. My buddy actually threw this together for me, but it's not right. So Yendel is like an elven kingdom that is an empire uh, ran by high elves, essentially. Radors is a socialist regime that is multicultural. Morzanth has probably the most humans and most barbarians, but also has like lizard folk and whatnot on it. And then Grenweld is kind of a hodgepodge council ran country. Um, it's not ran. It is ran by royals, but they're more in a like a council form than like a dictator. And then Korsoth is the Dwarven Empire, and it is ruled by the dwarves kind of badly. They've withdrawn into the mountains quite a bit, and they're probably the farthest technologically advanced race is the dwarves. They've got war machines like I got an ad break ending here shortly. I'll wait for you to come back in case since you haven't subscribed. A more detailed version of the of my map. Yeah, I mean that was just that one I showed you uh, was just an overall down view. I do need to make a better version of it. I think I might have one. Let me look. Give me a second. I've got one that I like a little better, but again, actually I'm not gonna pull it up right now because I don't have it readily available. But essentially, that's like where the lands are. I've mentioned a good portion of kind of what they do on them. I will at some point actually make the world map the way I want it. I just haven't taken the time. I own a couple businesses, work quite a few jobs, have a kid, do all kinds of and DM twice a week as it is, play another game once a month. Looking to get a TikTok one shot game going at once a week as well at some point here soon. So stay busy. But yeah, it's a diverse world. There are the current two campaigns I'm running in it are on different timelines. The Sunday game is racing against the clock to stop different evil or chaotic cults from essentially unleashing these ancient evil forces that are like deity-like forces that are trapped inside these artifact stones. One of which they managed to foil already initially and break the stone, but then the broken shards of the stone have been stolen, so they're like not sure what's going on with that. They're kind of nervous about that stone going missing because they're not sure what can be done with it. And then there's two other stones that they're not 100% sure where they are or what they are, minus the fact that they're pretty sure the giant crystal that comes up from the bottom of the mountain in the Dwarven Empire's capital is maybe one of them or has something to do with it. I'm not sure. They've been bopping around doing this, that, and the other. Just trying to get her done. Let's see what we need here. I got to do some more farmland there. You want some spikes? Oh, a blacksmith. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate it. You can always, I mean, I would totally look at some. Where would I look at them? And feel free to, tell me a little bit about your world. Like, what have you done that you like? I was telling you about the homebrew rules. Like, we have in the Sunday game, we homebrewed that you can get a bandolier to wear that you can store regular healing potions in. That makes them just a bonus action to take. But then in the Wednesday game, just basically all single heal regular potions are just bonus action. But like greater and up, they take a full action still, or giving to somebody else still takes an action. Stuff like that. I also do. Yeah, the Discord. Great question. You can actually join it. Let me post it in the chat. Are you a doctor, or is that just your name on there on TikTok? What's your Okay. Yes, is with Dr. Agent. Yeah. What's your Discord? I can search for it. Let's see. I don't really use Discord like I probably should. I have one and it is set up, but it's not my main thing. It is under Dr. Agent. Okay, yeah, let me search it. There you go. I think I sent your request. Yeah, I'm in there. You can now Discord the heck out of me. Right on. Yeah, I bet. Hopefully, they look pretty cool. I look forward to it. Are you from Australia? Sure. Let's see. Go back in here. I gotta get back to this map. I gotta get this guy done. Let's find a blacksmith. What do you use to make your maps? Let's see. We do blacksmith. We can do one of those right here. And we can do. Let's give this place a potion shop. I don't know if I like these. Oh yeah, what did you make that? You said yeah, the good day mate. Yep. Paint 3D. Yeah, no, that actually. I mean, that makes total sense, man. Like, it makes total sense. These look pretty good though. I mean, yeah, man, I can't complain. They look. I mean, they look great. What do you need? Pretty straightforward too. You don't need anything super fancy. Like I was at, there's all this different map making software out there. I know. Um, I mean, those look great for just having been done in paint. I mean, can't really complain, right? I'm gonna just do a potion somewhere. Let's make it small though. So okay, so this needs to come up a level. This needs to come up a level. There's another one I saw that needed this. Which means, when you start moving stuff around on different layers, you end up having to move everything around on layers because they all talk to each other. Bro, I mean, making anything for Dungeons and Dragons is time consuming at this point. It just really is. I'm gonna close out of Discord because it just eats my computer up. What do you think about? I mean, what do you think about this like little village town so far? You like it? Like I said, I'm making it for somebody else, and he's not on here, so I don't know. If he's gonna like it or what. What else we got? And then, Doctor, you are building up Nerd Force points while you're in here chatting and being here and watching and stuff. So if you did decide you wanted to come by and hang out in the stream on a Sunday or Wednesday, we do use those Nerd Force points to accumulate up, and you can like purchase things like you can heal the party member, you can summon more enemies, you can make them fail or save or get advantage or disadvantage, stuff like that. I don't know. There's a few different things that yeah, or is it all you get a bunch of different options with the channel points essentially just kind of affect the stream as we play. Yes, so I haven't done anything. I just started. This is all today. I've done this in the last I don't know how long I've been on. I've been on for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I've been talking and chilling and listening to music and doing whatever and just kind of putting it together one point at a time. But yeah, no, I'm gonna. I know there's gonna be some forest over here. I think he said mountains over here. I'm gonna probably just put in some grasslands and stuff, maybe some trees here and there for him to see how he feels about it. I can always go back in and edit it out. Honestly, this guy got the steal of the century on it. I mean, talk about how much he paid me for it because um, it, how much time is I'll end up putting into it. He wins. 6 hours, huh? Yeah, that's a serious amount of time. I'll go back into Discord just for you, Doc. Oh, yeah, what I'm using is called Inkarnate. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's Inkarnate. Oh yeah, that's great, man. The spot by spot, moment by moment. That's awesome. Really like that. Yeah, those take forever. I agree. That's how I used to make them a little bit. So I can draw a little bit, and I used to like pencil draw and just take forever. But and this takes plenty of time too. But yeah, pencil drawing every single hatch and stuff like that is definitely a pain in the boot. See, like I put that on there, but I can't leave it. This little call it insignia. Wonder if you would like me to though, because I'm not sure what. I really wish the guy was here because he could tell me what he wants. Bad boy here. Get a little spin to it. Another one. Down. Yeah, no, it's all about stamps with Inkarnate, man, and it's a K, not a C if you decide to look at it. And like I mean, I have like the greater version of it too, like the pro version where you get more assets and stuff. Perfect. There we go. Okay, push down. There it goes. Make this one go underneath. That's good. This one, same thing. Same thing. Gotta put it a little beneath some of that stuff. Oh, um, uh, I don't know. What did you write? Oh no, it's just I think you just wrote too much too fast, and my bot got you, bro. You're good. Sometimes the bot is like sensitive, more sensitive than the common Joe. So let's see. So just so we have it on there, what sort of setting do you have in your games? The one campaign I run is late Pirate Age campaign with muskets, colonial fighting, and naval combat. The second one is more 1920s criminal campaign playing in a major city. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, that's very cool. So mine is medieval high fantasy, um, but the dwarves have it's like steam power attack. They're like kind of steampunky, but they also have some magic kind of powering some of that too. So it's not all steam; it's more magic than steam. But they do have gnomes and dwarves working together in the Korsoth Empire to build, war machines and things like that. Oh, I messed up. I gotta take this one out of here. This one. They're the most technologically advanced. Oh yeah, no, I mix them up, man. I definitely mix up everything. I don't stick with them too much. And I'm pretty lenient. I'm pretty chill when it comes down to what we go end up doing around here. Because I mean, I have all kinds of different players from every different place. They're no one's near the same at all. So, try to fix this. I'm supposed to have a entrance right there. Yeah, I mean dwarves and gnomes. They're just them's the high fantasy boys. You know what I mean? That's just kind of It's just what it is, right? They are. When you break it all down, that's if you're gonna make somebody high fantasy, it's gonna be. I'm sorry, steampunk or whatever it'll probably be them, just because they're set up for it. Like they're inventors and craftsmen. Well, don't worry. There's some real crappy stuff going on with my dwarves. They're not safe. They aren't, and neither is the party. And we're just working on production quality at this point, and getting our quality up, but also getting more people involved, playing and stuff like that. Not playing, not involved like just in the stream, because like with the Nerd Force, like people watching can actually super influence what comes from everything. That's pretty close to what he's got on that little bitty map there that he already put up. The other one on my stream there. He's got more stuff going on inside there, not sure. I didn't get rid of all my stuff. That was it's right there. Okay. Hard to see because of the green. I need another gate. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this on here. Oops. There we go. Looks a little better. Okay, yeah. What happened? I'll give you my input if you'd like it. Okay, just remember that if you write too much at one time, my stream bots will time you out. I usually find that when it comes to that kind of stuff, though, it's a little bit of everybody. It's never just the DM or just the player. Um, but I mean, it's totally possible it could be one or the other. That's totally feasible as well. I don't hate the town. I still want to figure out a way to make the blacksmith stuff more apparent and the inn and stuff. Like I like these little symbols. Let's see what they do. There we go. There's the. There's the mug and chug. So I try and see. Three campaigns over half a year. So three separate campaigns for a year and a half total, or three at the same time. They weren't there, so they were back to back. They weren't overlapping. Got it. Okay. Back to back makes sense. You can check the merch out. I haven't updated the store in a while, so there's not much more than there used to be in there, but there's some fun stuff. This, what's an orb? I don't like to put stuff in place that makes ties people's hands. Like this has to be that. That's just not hey, fun is the goal, right? That's a step in the right direction, right? Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. I don't, you know, I think that's real. The languages in D&D are a little common. Makes sense. Oh, looks like your message was too long. I'll read it for you. Yeah, back to back. Da, 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 da. Okay. So basically, no rules change, but mostly just some little things. Little pieces are called gold knights. Languages are changed. Races don't live too long. Okay. Nothing, nothing too crazy there, right? Timed you out for 30 seconds because of reasons and stuff. Things. Okay. The change that broke it all. Gotcha. There's going to be a ad break in 1 minute, which you can avoid if you have Amazon Prime, because then you can just subscribe and not have to worry about stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, then it says I don't like dark vision and was sending out a message basically asking everyone's opinion on it and if it was okay with them to take that away. What kind of character was the guy playing? Spears. I don't know if it thought maybe it did work, but I don't think they're gonna. Half elven paladin. So they don't have dark vision. You do, you do. Yeah, so I mean, there's dark vision, but then there's infrared vision, right? So there's like elven vision, and I guess it's different in fifth editions. It's just all dark vision. I mean, taking away dark vision is a pretty big thing. Um, I can see it. Like, at the end of the day, though, like you're the dungeon master, and if you're saying, "Hey, no dark vision because it's going to be tougher," I get that. I would definitely argue, but I don't know that I'd be mad. Like, it wouldn't ruin the game for me. I just have to be a little more cautious. It sounds like 100%, 100%, because that is taking away a essential piece of somebody's character's like abilities. And that's okay. I mean that you did. I mean all you can do is learn. So if you were thinking you wanted to make darkness more dangerous, you could create areas with magical darkness that dark vision wouldn't work in, and put them against stuff that defeats magical darkness, like something like some like warlocks get the see through magical darkness thing in a certain like when they take a certain path or whatever. Oh God! So he, even though you folded, he still continued feeling butthurt about everything that could come up. He's not pleased. I uh I got kicked out of a game once. It was a good time. Because I was playing an adolescent teen, and he told me that I was hammered drunk, even though I didn't fail. Uh, and so when I was hammered drunk, and I saw what he described as the hottest lady I've ever seen as a farm boy teen, I got a little randy with her. Like I kind of like, hey girl, whatever. I was getting kind of stupid with it, and he's like, you wouldn't do that. It's like, the fuck, I wouldn't. 14-year-old kid, first time away from home. I don't know anything about talking to the opposite sex, and you just told me I'm blitzed. Drink enough whiskey to kill a small horse. Sure. I mean, that's just that. I mean, if it's just flavor, he's got no reason to get mad, right? Like if it's just flavor, who cares? But I mean, if it's mechanic changing, that makes it a little more sensitive of a subject, right? Sure. Yeah, I mean, know the name of the coins, or just call them GPs, right? Okay, so that's good. I don't know. I guess he's got that. I just needed some farmland. Let's just work on that. It's real easy to get lost in these maps and just continually map out stuff for decades. Size. Oh, 4 round. That's why. Jeez. Oh no, they're huge again. So from what I'm hearing, so he got upset with you because you basically because you tried to name the coins different. Is the final straw for him? I mean, I can understand a player wanting you to like focus on other stuff to make the game more fun for everybody, but at the end of the day, like it's only going to be as fun as they let it be. So like those little changes sound fun to me. Like sound like they make sense for the game. Sure. Once you get to high level D&D, it does get a little crazy. Still too big. Okay, so you changed it up. Said, okay, well we could play till 20 at the end of the world. to keep going, but keep like dumb the abilities down so that it's not OP as hell. Yeah, like I at that point just don't play it. I mean, maybe it's tough, man. I I want to say you're fine, but I also wasn't there, and I also understand thinking a DM's taking away your agency or nerfing your abilities to do stuff. Um, I think the biggest takeaway you can have is that any kind of changes like that probably just need to be discussed at session 0 before you start playing. Otherwise, it seems like a surprise, and just based on my players, they don't like surprises. They don't like it when I say, no, you can't do that because reason that doesn't exist that I just decided. Not saying that's what you were doing, but like that's how they felt, or that's how he felt maybe, and so that is what I would be wanting to look out for, think about, like if that's the case, like he felt like you were trying to take away his agency, felt like you were trying to take away his abilities and his hit points, so he just felt a certain type of way about it. So like you have to keep that in mind, and it's his prerogative to feel however he wants to feel. Now, is it worth quitting over? I mean, probably not. Could he maybe have handled it better? Probably. You know what I mean? Like everybody's gonna be different. You can't all get along. It's just not possible to all get along all the time for D&D. Like I got kicked out of the game before myself, and I try to just have fun. I always just go to have a good time. I'm real super chill when it comes to, whether you use the full rules or not. I don't care because it doesn't matter. I'm just there to tell a story, role play a dude. Role play somebody. Oh, how much I love and how much I hate that. I need to come up with a road. You did mention mountains, so let's get into it. I'd really love for him to show up, honestly, just so I could ask him things. I might actually this real quick. Oh no, I just have to do different terrain. That's all I can do. Oh yeah, if they start calling you names and shit, just cut them. It's not worth it. Not worth it, bud. Because at the end of the day, like, what are we here for, right? We're here to have a good time. That's it. We're here to have a good time. Tell a story, have a good time, roll some dice, laugh with friends, say stupid stuff that you can't say normally, or whatever. Just whatever it is. You just get out there and you get into it and have a good time. If you're not having a good time, bye. Yeah, I I wouldn't stress too much about whose fault it was. At the end of the day, like it's your game. He's supposed to have a good time if he can. But some people just don't bend. Like you get a rules lawyer in front of you, and there's no talking them out of as written, and it's like I'm not really big on as written. I mean, I definitely care for it. Like I definitely think that the rules are there for a reason. And like to use them and know them as best you can is ideal, obviously, but at the same time, like you can't always like not all rules are gonna fit with every single game you play. They just aren't. You're just not gonna have every single game you play work out. It's not gonna be all sunshine and rainbows when you're playing in a public forum or with people who feeling a certain type of way. Like, that's not what the book says. As soon as I hear that, I just, okay, well then, see ya. That's actually not real. I have a couple people who know the rules better than I even do, and I mean, I'm the DM, and I don't know the rules half the time because I'm just busy. Like, I don't have a lot of free time, and I've played since 1996. I've been playing role playing games such as like Earth Dawn and D&D and Shadowrun and Vampire and Mage, and all these games. And so, like, I mean, I'm playing a long time. So, I mean, hell, I'm occasionally remembering THACO, which is 2-hit armor class 0 from second edition, instead of, I never really have done that, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, the rules have changed so much over the ages that it's totally possible to mix them up. And my team knows that if we're in the middle of a game and I get something wrong, just be like, hey, that's actually not right. And I'll be like, all right, cool, doesn't matter. We're just gonna run it this way right now. And then as soon as the like, there's time or whatever, my crew they'll dig in the book and then they'll have it ready. Instead of stopping the game mid game, they'll look it up like while it's not their turn, while somebody else is going in combat, or while somebody else is doing their shopping or whatever they got to do. Um, so whatever they got to do, they'll do offline or off screen or on somebody else's turn, and they'll be like, "Hey, here's the rule," and then I'll just you know retroactively say, "Okay, moving forward, we'll do it this way." I might not change anything that happened before, or I might, depending on if it was mind blowing and game altering. I screwed them real good. I might renege on what I said as far as like how that rule works if I got it wrong. I mean, I'm not here. At the end of the day, I'm not here to punish the players. Like, I'm not spending hours of my time making a world from scratch and hours of my time making maps and customizing tokens and shit like that to piss people off and have a bad time. Like, I'm doing it because I want adventure. I'm doing it because I want people to, get a chance to see my world and play in my world and mess with the people that I have in the world. I'll make it. I assume most dungeon masters are the same. Yeah, I'm by no means an expert, man. I've been playing some different RPGs and stuff since 1996, and you hear people, well, I've been a dungeon master since the dawn of Christ, and like, that's great, buddy. I don't care. Like, I've been playing for a really long time too, but I'm still by no means the master and commander. I've got way too much going on to think I can have time to memorize all these rules just because you think I should. I know the ones that matter to me. I know what I know. This map needs way more stuff on it, but I don't know what he wants me to put. So I'm gonna snippet it, send it to him, and come back later because I will be going for about 2 hours on this thing. So he's pushing the end of my availability on this. But I'm gonna send it to him like this and see what he says. Yeah, this guy's in Denmark, so the timing's different. Oh, looks like you talked too much again. Yeah, I want a good time. Just started playing a year ago, and then the book was just not even that long. Yeah, D&D just has to be second or later priority. Sometimes the time that all was going on, I still had my finals at school, but yeah, already I finished school for good. Oh man, congratulations, man! That's awesome that you're done with school. School is important. I studied as well. Went to college here in Indiana, in the United States. And you're right. I mean, just I think fun is the number one rule. If you are having fun, that's the key, right? Period. And I think rules that or things that you change in the game that don't affect the agency of your players shouldn't be. It should be a non-issue. If it's just flavor stuff, like hey, we're calling these gold dragoons or golden knights, or or whatever for your money in the game. Like, who cares? Like, that's just your flavor. That's your world you're bringing together for them. That's the story you're starting to tell. They they can't handle that kind of stuff. Like, why are they playing a make believe game where the whole world's even made up? That is the Midwest. Nice work, Germany. Nice work. Yep, no, that is correct. Hopefully you can make it Wednesday. You can see us in action playing a little actual D&D, because that's where the good stuff is. Hey, what you seem like you got some ideas on you. What should I do for channel points? Like the nerd force points that people use to, that they accumulate, and they can use to affect the game. I've got some stuff. Like I've got one that resurrects. I've got one that gifts a rage. I've got fumbles and crits. I've got a darkness spell. I've got drop an item. Take off your hat. Name an NPC. Stretch. Stuff like that. Just trying to think of other things that I can do to make it interactive and fun for people watching. Yeah, I've got advantage and disadvantage. Inspiration is not a bad idea. We do have a bard, but inspiration is not a bad idea. Like grant player DM inspiration or bard type inspiration. That's not a bad idea. Auto succeed a death save or auto fail a death save. I like that. And I make the ones that are like that pretty tough to get done. You know they cost some money. They cost some nerd force if you're going to do that stuff. I don't know what he wants me to do now. I there's stuff I would consider doing if it was my map, but it's not even really my map. So I'm just gonna keep going. Said it went right up to here, so bring the farm up a little closer. Hmm. Like a super crit round. Like, hey, somebody purchased. Everybody crits. Everybody crits. Sometimes. Oh, awful. Pretty awful. I'm gonna do cobblestones through here. Leave the brown underneath. It looks like dirt, but I'm not gonna do cobblestones. Just like it better. Yeah, I know it's 100% awful, man. Everything's expensive. Not nearly as bad as like East or West Coast expense wise, but it's just it's kind of backwater, and we got a lot of hillbillies and stuff. Not as much as like somewhere farther south, but just enough to be something. I'm from here, born and raised, so I don't hate it for real, but it is it can be rough. People have all their opinions and whatnot, which they're more than welcome to have. Please, God, have your opinions. I'm not telling you not to have your opinions, folks. Just that they may be wrong. Yeah, no, it's definitely in the Midwest. Probably nailed it. Sounds like the Midwest. Now, he wanted some mountains on here somewhere. I guess I can try and figure out where those are going to be. How's that look? Let's see. This up over here. That looks almost. Mountains. Oh, I got a mountain. I just put it right on top of this here. This, this, this. Put the mountains right on top of the road. I don't know if I like that or not. Yeah, I would love to come to Europe sometime. Check Bavaria out. I can stay on your couch, right? One day, one day. Let's do some trees too. Trees and bushes, trees and bushes. These guys. So big. I mean, like if the cabbages are heck yeah, making friends through Twitch. Let's go. I got a third bedroom. I'm ready, bro. I'm moving in. That'd be cool. I would 100% enjoy it. A little trippy trip. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go 500 for these because what do you think we'll do? Random stamps is good. This is opacity. This is rotation angle. Blend, flip, blur, shadow. Oh, what's the air density? What's the density? Like 60. Yeah, man. I mean, I am 1/8 German. Like we could be related. Just saying. I don't know what he wants. I'm just going to do it. I don't. Yeah, I don't know where actually. I not looked at. I know I'm German. I'm German, Irish, Swiss, Swedish, Cherokee Indian, Pennsylvania, Dutch, which is basically German, um, English, and Lithuanian. So, I'm a bit of a mutt. I mean, I'm in United States, so obviously I'm a mutt, right? Get some more scraggly trees in there too, right? A couple brown boys, slightly less healthy ones, right? Can't just have all healthy trees. Let's get a couple of dead ones, even more dead here on this side. Yeah, no, I got a pretty healthy package. Oh yeah, are you like a 6 foot tall blonde dude? I mean, I'm 6'1". I used to be blonde once upon a time, but I lost all more. I mean, that does look better with the like the outlying mountains and stuff on there. Obviously, the forest isn't done. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done still. Oh yeah, strawberry blonde is what we call that here in the states. And I have a little bit of tint of red to mine as well. Some what's what time? I mean, you can see What's left? But my beard though, my beard does have. Well, I just shaved it down to very short, but it was like a bush, like 4 or 5 inches, and I shaved it down. It was like blonde and gray and silver and reddish. So I really just need to figure out what to do with the rest of this area. I don't love the waterways like that, but that's kind of what he said to do. I don't know if I did it how exactly he wanted. I'm hoping he checks it out soon. 6 foot 2 inches. Hey Siri, how many? Hey Siri, what's 6 foot 2 inches in the metric system? 1.879. Oh wow, so they're taller because 1.879 is 190 centimeters. 190 centimeters. So they're 3 centimeters taller than that. So they're almost 6'3", or about 6'3". Well, that's not a bad idea. I'll do some hills. What are you like? 21? Oh, I had to close Discord because running a bunch of stuff makes my computer run slow. But yeah, oh, okay. So you just got done with high school or like your younger education. You haven't went off to university yet. That's cool, man. Already running your own games, huh? Pretty cool, buddy. You should definitely be careful. When you're running your games, the best way to avoid conflict is to think about what all you want to change ahead of time, and then before you actually start the campaign, let everybody know like your plans. Kind of be like, okay, so this is well, not even just your plans, but ask them what kind of game they want too. I see. Yeah, I don't know much about your guys' education system. But yeah, I was gonna say like, so just, oh wow, that's beautiful, buddy. Yeah, what a cool old town. That, oh yeah, the stonework on that with the pillars, that's really cool looking. Um, oh, but what I was saying is, like, when you do session zero with people before you start playing a campaign, you decide what kind of game they're looking for and what kind of game you're wanting to bring, and you kind of find that middle ground then, and like just set the mood or set the expectations of the party on how you're going to run your game. Like, hey, listen, guys, a creative mind. I have a creative mind, and I'm going to, probably think of things that I want to do throughout the campaign. Are you guys okay with me fiddling with, the rules as they're written and or like languages or dark vision or whatever throughout to kind of just get the game I'm looking to run or what, So it could go any which way with that, but typically if you have the conversation, I find that like, you have a little more leeway as to what you can do because they already know what to expect. Like I always tell my players, um, I care about the rules. I'm not a rules lawyer. I will probably get the rules wrong. Let me know if I did, and I will retroactively fix them unless they're stupid rules, and then we'll discuss it and make the right rule moving forward. And that's why I usually let them know initially, and that usually seems to help. But I also let them know too that at the end of the day, in the beginning of the dungeon master's or the player's guide, when it's describing the rules, they say the number one rule is that the dungeon master's rule is the rule. So as long as you set that expectation, like, listen, guys, I want to have fun. I'm not trying to take away from your fun. What I say is the rule because I'm the dungeon master. So just keep that in mind. These are the things I was thinking about. Will that be fun for you? Can we all do that together? Would you guys allow me to experiment with this? It's not the normal rules, so can I experiment with it and will you help me discover if this is fun to play this way? Then you might find a little less pushback from people. Because it's never fun to have to kick somebody out or to be kicked out of a game. It's not good to look, right? But at the same time, if they deserve it, like if people are being disruptive, I'll boot them unless I can handle them, which most of the time I can. So it just depends. My friends are all assholes to me, and I still care about them. Well, I'm not done with this map. I don't think it's really completed, but I don't want to go do too much more stuff because uh, Chris, who is in Denmark, as a final say on what he wants on it, and I just kind of threw some stuff on there that I thought would be a good place for it. Obviously, this whole green area here, this here, this here, all this stuff here needs filled in. I might want to get rid of this foliage around here as well. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. Oh, heck yeah, man. It's only 7:30 p.m. here, so my game starts in half an hour on Wednesdays or an hour and a half on Sundays. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming by, Doctor. Thanks for the follows. Feel free to share this stream over to anybody for them to watch. I make maps occasionally, play Fortnite, Dungeons and Dragons regularly, things like that. So, hope you have a good night. Oh yeah, that's pretty early. you know, when I'm not working for somebody else, my bedtime's usually like two or three. But I feel you. You get some sleep, man. I appreciate the conversation. I hope you got some good insight on ways to work around troublesome players or disagreements and stuff in the future. And I hope to see you in another stream. Have a good one. I also am actually going to pop off. Been running this around here for 2.5 hours. Chris is busy, so I will check in with him, and I will maybe pop back in to do this and finish it another time, or or maybe not. I don't know. I guess let me know if you have requests, and we'll go from there. Have a good night, everybody, and I appreciate you